Hey guys, welcome to Chalk Up. So today's session is focused towards your lower body. Today's warm-up is a 12-minute EMOM. We're going to start off with high knees. So knees nice and high. We still want those runners' arms, core nice and tight. Then you're going to switch to your heel kicks. So trying to drive those heels up nice and high, engaging through your hamstrings, aiming to make contact with your bottom if possible. From there, you're going to transition to star jumps. Trying to keep the arms nice and straight when you go overhead to help open up those shoulders. So you will be doing 15 seconds of each of these movements for a total of 45. From there, your second minute, you will have burpees, 10 burpees on your first round, 12 on the second, and 15 on the third, with a 50-second cap on each of those rounds. So you want to make sure you make contact on the floor, chest all the way down. As you jump up, hands behind the head, opening up those shoulders. Once you finish your burpees, on your following minute, you will start your kettlebell clean complex. So it will begin with deadlifts. So chest up, nice and tall, hips low, and touching the ground on every rep. And then you will have your squat cleans. So touch the ground and transition those hands onto the kettlebell, onto the ball. So you want to release the handle, catch it on the ball. Then you've got strict press from here. Maintain that front rack position, and you're pressing the kettlebell up and back for 3 reps. And then down to the chest, and you will lunge, alternate lunges, making sure that knee touches the ground and planting that back foot. Okay, so once you've done your reps there, kettlebell will go down. You will get ready for your hollow to arch. So hollow position first, you'll be lying on your back. The scaled position will be with the knees tucked, palms facing down. If that's a little bit too easy for you, you can extend the legs. And also to make that a little bit more challenging, you can go arms overhead. Okay, trying to always make sure that that lower back is flat to the ground, abs are tucked down towards those hips. Okay, so you will hold there for 25 seconds, then roll onto your belly and hold here for another 25 seconds. So this is your arch position. We're trying to keep feet together, legs together, glutes switched on, and trying to engage your upper back to lift the arms. Try not to use just your shoulders and don't engage just your lower back. We want the upper back to work as well. So 25-second hold and then rest. And that will complete your 12-minute warm-up. So now that you've completed your warm-up, we're on to the strength component of the session. So we are working on banded double dumbbell deadlifts. So you're going to set up the band. You're going to stand on the band on the inside. Okay, still trying to maintain your normal deadlift stance for your conventional deadlift is what we're looking for. Now from here, you're going to squat down to the bottom, position the band on the back as close to that bottom part of the neck as possible. Then you're going to stand up. Okay, now from here, you're going to hinge down, bending over, grabbing onto your dumbbells, and then standing up. Okay, so we only require the front head of the dumbbell to make contact on the ground. So here, Ezra is going to hinge at the hip, hips go back, leaning over, touch, and then come up with power. Yep, and then again. Good. Okay, so from here, if we want to make the band a little bit more intense, what we can do is you're going to take 1 foot out of the band, and you're going to try to loop that foot around to create a little hook around. So the way this is going to look, it's a bit easier if you have some help. So from here, you're going to try to loop around the foot, and that is going to create a little bit of a shorter rope, band spine. So now she's got more tension here. So now she'll go down to pick up her dumbbells. She'll have a bit more tension. And then down, touch, and go. So you can see how there's less slack there. So we could take that a step forward, a little step further, and do it on both feet, just to add even more tension onto that band if required, depending on the weight of the dumbbells that you have. So we're looking at 5 sets of 10 in this fashion. Now that we've completed the strength component, we're going to set up for your conditioning component for the session. So it's a 12-minute AMRAP, so that's as many rounds and reps as possible inside of 12 minutes. Movement number 1 is a single arm dumbbell cluster. The dumbbell will begin in that horizontal position on the ground. You're going to clean it into a full squat and then press it overhead as you stand up. So make sure that both heads touch the ground as you come down to reset. Always go into full depth of a squat and a full lockout overhead. Once you finish one side, you go into the other side. So we're aiming for 20 reps in total. So that means 10 reps per side. Once you finish that 20 reps, you're going to move on to your second movement, which is Toyotas. So Toyotas, we're aiming for 15 reps. You're going to start feet shoulder width apart, touching the ground and extending up as high as you can, pushing those hips forward and kicking the heels up nice and high. You alternate arms as well, touch and extend. Okay, from there, once you finish your 15 Toyotas, you're going to go into alternating jumping lunges. So 20 reps, that's 10 per side. So you'll be in that lunge position, making sure that you've got 90 degrees in each knee as they go down and trying to drop straight down rather than leaning over too far as you drop position. So those are your 3 movements, 12 minutes, as many rounds and reps as possible. Now, to finish off the session, we have our auxiliary movement. So this movement is a banded good morning. So we're looking for 100 reps unbroken. So to set up, you're going to stand on the band. Feet are going to be closer this time, about hip width apart, heels directly underneath your hips. Then you're going to squat down, get that band nice and low on the back, yet, but still going in front of the shoulders. Now from here, you're going to keep a slight bend in the knee and just hinging at the hip, pushing those knees and hips back every time you bend. So you're looking for a vertical shin there and trying to load into the hamstring and glutes. So you want to move fairly quickly on this movement. So you're still making sure you're creating tension as you bend over. You're not just relaxing to drop. So it's a controlled descent and then power on the way up. So we're looking for 1 round of 100 reps unbroken.